Welcome back, everyone. Let's play Roll the Waves 3 as Germany, episode number 46. Thank you to everyone who so nicely commented in the last one, wishing that I get better or giving me some clever advice on how to maybe do so. Grey Wolf, Debo, lots of people. So, thanks to everyone. Yeah, I'm out. I know it may not sound that way completely, but I'm pretty much out of the woods. Clear. So, let's get back to the business of playing Germany with aircraft carriers, hopefully. Alright, so these traders, if I remember... Oh yeah, another helpful comment, and something I agree with. It's just little reminders here and there. You know, I won't always take everyone's advice, but... Even, like, good advice may not fit, but I think this one fits. We can build an aircraft in the Caribbean. Man, where do we even want it? Top? Bottom? Both? I'm trying to remember where most of our battles get fought. I guess since Port de Paix has a airfield that I ought to put mine in the northern area. Kind of like counter them. Okay, what is it? Is it left click or is it right click to move this map? Okay, right. I don't know why it's so janky. Okay, let's just do it in Puerto Plata before the game bugs out or something. Airbase, Puerto Plata. Go, go! Alright, good. Back to our ship construction list. Yeah, we got these guys in just another 2 years. I don't think they'll make it for the next big one. But we'll have our Oktoberfests in, and those are going to be fun to play with. We have our older battle cruisers. Our Vorpommers are probably still going to be pretty effective. I don't really know if our Blitzdrakas will be. I mean, they won't be like nothing. There'll be something for the enemy to consider. We don't know what enemy we're fighting yet, by the way. If it is the Russians, I will feel very confident. If it is the French, that's going to be a bit of a challenge. Like, another piece of advice somebody suggested, or just a reminder that I'm not currently building up my dock size. I mean, it's just crazy that we have come out of that huge deficit and are now positive in our balance, but I don't actually know if we need to build up more dock size. Even with only 46,000, we have so much dock space available, and that's with 4 really big ships under construction, so I doubt that we'll ever need to build up dock size for shipyard capacity purposes. Are we going to want something more than 46,000 tons? Well, let's see how far we take this series, right? But for 1920, I'm going to say no. I'm not predicting us as building a Yamato type thing or anything. I think that those are a little bit inefficient. We'll probably get something up to 50,000, but space efficiency is and I think has always been for Roll the Waves. I mean, it's in my opinion at least. I think it's king. And yet I sit here and I do it anyway. Yeah, we'll do it one more time. I think that'll get us up to 48,000 just to make sure that I don't want to come to a design and then be like, ah, man, if only this was 2,000 larger. I think it's 2,000 at this point per dock. Maybe it's still 1,000. But you can see we got these halberds, and I mean, this is like a design that is very inefficient weight-wise at what it wants to do because it's missing key technology. If we had the all-forward armament technology, this would be a lot more space efficient. So this could even be lighter, or we could get quad turrets. I mean, we got 9 through 16-inch guns on an all-forward armament turret. I mean, a battlecruiser that's already going 28 knots. What really more do you want out of this thing? Deck armor, probably. Belt, I think at 10 is already fine. Honestly, maybe... I was going to say more secondaries, but that's actually impossible. We have compiled this thing with secondaries. So that means it'll be very good anti-cruiser, battlecruiser. Man, I really like that halberd. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Let's see. Corvettes have been finished construction. Slump in the economy, oh no. I think we'll just fight this one, see what kind of tensions give us. Dual purpose guns, oh my goodness. 3 and 4-inch guns to begin with. We know that 5-inch guns will eventually be the kings, but it's nice to have the 4-inch guns available, which is what I put on the new battlecruisers, I think, right? Depth charge throwers, I think we have to physically place those on our ships, though. We get depth charges as a checkbox. I think depth charge throwers are also. Less signaling errors, that's good because, I don't know, does the AI suffer from signaling errors? Do you ever see them do, well, I was about to ask, do we ever see them do stupid things? I guess the better question would be, do we see them do stupid things that are, that we can, we see them do stupid things, can we trace any of those to be potentially because of like misinterpreted signals or whatever? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's actually would explain some of their actions. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, these guys were slated for retirement. We just want to make sure that we have enough. Okay, we're good there. So the Caribbean can go. It's funny that I'm scrapping them right on the edge of war, but you know what? Honestly, these guys probably aren't very effective anyway. Wow, they actually have pretty substantial armor, but that's very old armor as well. These are the ones that have the forward and rear submerged torpedoes. Well, they were quite a fun design. Do these guys also? No. No, okay. That was kind of fun to have them around. How are we looking in the Indian Ocean? Yep, we can get rid of them there, I think. Let's see what this drops down to. 11.6. Well, they were fully utilizing all 4,000 of their foreign station tonnage. So we're barely over on Indian Ocean now. We'll probably have to squeeze a few more frigates down there, or corvettes. These later rungs, they are probably just worth scrapping as well. I know that we're right on the edge of a war, and I'm doing all this, nonsense. But even the heavy cruisers are giving us more blockade points, so just gonna do it outright, which is also gonna improve our budget. Should have been done earlier, but I'm going to blame my illness. I don't have a good excuse. That's not a real excuse, but let's pretend. I think I should have scrapped those right after the last war. Okay, now we have to see South Africa. I doubt that we have the available tonnage there. And South Pacific, we don't need any foreign tonnage, so that's fine. Yeah, we don't quite have it. We actually are very close, but let's scrap you. I am kind of loath to scrap them. I feel like we might have been able to squeeze off another lucky land on a torpedo with these guys. And, they still had a 3 6-inch gun broadside. With 3.5-inch armor, not bad. Really, I like them. I kind of like these guys, but, every dog has his day. So the Triers is come and gone. Alright, more people for Southern Africa. Okay. Let's get a bunch of these guys to move down there. There it is. When they arrive there, we should be good to go. Are we doing aircraft research? Yeah, torpedo bombers. Not that it really matters right now. They're not going to have a big impact. Okay, another fighter has top speed of 106. That's really bad compared to ours. Combat race of 180. That's pretty good. Okay, 120 is close to ours. Oh gosh, ours is super fast. 180 is not as good. Okay, wow, our aircraft are standing out in all the, at least compared to the other ones that we see. Is there any reason to keep the earlier one? No. We'll obsolete that one. I think this one, I didn't pay like super close attention, but you'd assume that one that's 3 years newer is going to be better, and it looked that way to me. Maybe there was other considerations that I didn't look into. The reliability of all of these is bad, so we really are looking for anything better at this point. Poor versus question mark means that it can only get better. 2 more months before we do that, though. Can't obsolete it yet. Oh, these guys are actually on foreign stations. Yikes. Okay, well, we'll sort this out. Yeah, just do that. As government spending increases, the military will receive a smaller share of expenditures. 683. Okay, we got weight savings, another weight savings, first on machinery, now on armor. Enhanced explosive filler. Oh wow, aircraft, holy crap, we have full size aircraft carrier conversions now. Wow. You know, I named my last episode, wasn't the last one called something like, I don't know, it was 2 ago that I did, like, whatever, aircraft carrier, like pseudonym, basically. Floating plane landers. But this is truly what this episode should be called, because I can already see what's going to be happening in this. We just saved some budget. Guess what's going to go? Guess what's going to happen with that? Oh, why did I scrap my battleships? That would have been a pretty good consideration for a full aircraft carrier conversion. Although, maybe there's another... Maybe the Blitzdrachas, they're somewhat fast. I really don't know between the von Merkatz and the Blitzdrachas which is the best. Torpedo bomber, faster than ours, but ours is ancient. Okay, what do you got? Are you better than this? You are not. It's a 130-pound bomb. I mean, I'm going to say okay, because once we know a little bit more about reliability, one of them might be better. And do I have to wait any longer for this to be developed? I do, okay. So I need 1 more month before we can scrap that one. 2 more months before we get the new torpedo bomber and can get rid of the... Well, then it's got to be developed. Anyway, did those guys get down there yet? They did. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. I forgot I have to rotate all these guys. Okay, how many are in West Africa total? 3? 3. Okay. 3 to West Africa. Alright, next we have... Okay, well there's 3 there. Let's just put an additional 3 right here so they're all in the same spot. You know what? I might as well just see exactly how many we need there. What is going on? 2,000, 3,600, I guess. I'm guessing the Trier is still there. Oh, God. Ship details. There we go. Yeah. So we have a few too many. Oh, there we go. This actually shows you. So my corvettes are basically half. That's really good to know. Now I know how to actually account for their tonnage. I could have done the math myself, but hey, that makes it easier. A little bit easier. So you guys, so 900, we'll just treat this as 450, and we need to get to 2,000. Well, guess what? 5 is enough. We'll give them 6 just to make sure that we have a little bit of a buffer. Always nice to have a little buffer. Then these guys can get rebuilt. I guess these guys can get rebuilt. Alright, next. This is going to be annoying, but it's okay. Has to be done. Indian Ocean, 3, 8. Need 8. Wait. Oh yeah, you're going to the river. So we need 8. It's basically everybody left. Is that Indian? And then we need a whole bunch in the Caribbean. Well, you know what? Those guys are going to have to wait for the first guys to come back. So, yeah. Alright, and then Northeast Asia, which I think we're already covered, so I'm just going to rebuild those. Pretty sure that we're covered in Northeast Asia. Yeah. Wow. Base load. Oh, right. How much points, right. Okay. Value. Okay, this is good. I like this one. This little information screen, very informative. What's next? Do I need more? Probably. Caribbean, that's right. Those guys are going to wait. So we're good except for South Pacific, but South Pacific technically doesn't need anybody. So let's just get those guys to be refit immediately. I do want some people back there eventually, but only once they are retrofitted. Okay, good. So that's progress. And these guys are going to get scrapped, and nobody else in my fleet is obsolete, which is nice. It's nice to see that. Although we got to get these Greifs swapped out pretty quick. These guys are new. 1916, 1920, 1919, 1920, 1918, 15. These are getting scrapped. Well, the battle cruisers are a little bit outdated, and you know what? They might they might need a refit. Do they have the right? Yeah, they don't. We can go to Improved Director. We have to wait for it. We are going to keep these guys around. I mean, we can ask the question. It can be asked, are these the... I don't think we're going to do this, by the way, but... let's consider it. What happens if we make this our aircraft carrier? Okay, starboard. Now I want you to, where's the... Haha, that's cool. Oh man, just seeing it makes me really want to do this. It's just, it's so, oh, it auto converts and it does this. Oh, well, okay. That's interesting, but at the same time, no. No, I want to control. There we go. Yeah, we're going to want some of these. And how many did you give me? 37, not bad. I mean, I'd like to get 50, but for conversion, man, not bad. I mean, what the heck did they do? They dropped the conning tower? Why is the conning tower weighing that much? Oh, because it's somewhere over here. I don't remember what the initial value was. Eight, six, oh, okay. You ding-dongs, they already know. Alright, alright, alright. 8. I got it. Just put them all back on. Just put 5-inch guns then. Just do this from scratch. How about now? I have 8 6-inch guns. Oh. Ahem, I have 8 6-inch. Yeah, I can see why we were removing that. It is on the low side, I agree. Huh. Excuse me. Well, you know what? How much armor is this really giving us? Well, we're gonna have bombs dropped on us and all that. It's just a conversion. Let's bulge it to. So we'll unfortunately take its speed down to 24. But it will give us an extra aircraft. $39. Probably not going to get 39. That is super heavy. No. I mean, this thing is going to be useful, I think, in our next war. Much more useful than aircraft, I'm afraid. So it's fun to design. I love the auto conversion option. That is pretty cool. I thought it would only convert the deck itself, like aesthetically, just the graphics, but it does like the machine guns and everything else too. Machine guns, turrets, naval guns. Although I think it did add light AA. I'm not sure if that was on there before. Well, I guess we can find out since we are still interested in retrofitting this thing. So, improved director, yeah, didn't have light AA. Can always add that. Could be one of the things we change. We could start prepping it. Okay, 3 months. How long does this take? I mean, it's not super expensive. Can we do this though? I'm not sure if you can. What? Oh, machinery. That's hilarious, by the way, that these might be aircraft carriers with coal. Oh my gosh, can you imagine what a disaster? We can't see the flight deck. There's coal smoke everywhere. I mean, beyond the problems that engines might have and all that. Gosh, it's tough. Still trying to figure out what I want to do with this thing. So, 2032. Don't really need the director on them. Like, they're just going to be 4-inch guns. And I don't think that you can... Like, no. Why are you reclassifying it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we gotta improve that. Can we do this, though? I don't think that's the thing you can't do. Okay, let's do this, I guess, yes. I'm not sure if I want it to be a battlecruiser or a battleship. One gives you just more blockade points, but it's not really... I mean, I guess it's not really what I... When I have the new battlecruisers, I do want those to be chosen over this, but this is still very viable against the other game, you know, the contemporary battlecruisers for the moment, but I want to make that change eventually. I just don't want to make it now. I guess I'm gonna have to might have to take a look at the almanac, figure out what we're up against. Yeah, so these guys, it would be fine against them. 811, 814, that would defeat us. I mean, we could still win, but that's pretty good. And the thing is, it's fast too. And when it's 27 knots, and it's equally tonned, but the other one has lower speed, it does mean, of course, that it is worse in armor or guns or something, right? There's no such thing as free tonnage. And it takes a lot of tonnage to get up to 27 knots. Yeah, but we don't have any battle cruisers if I do the upgrade right now. We can just wait. How about that? This is a 1912 refit when these were built in 1913. That's a very strange thing. Maybe it has to do with their fire control, but yeah, let's get this improved fire control. Gosh, seems like it'd be useful to have, doesn't it? This guy's got a lot of secondaries. Good ship. Just get some light anti-aircraft. We'll get 9. It's not really gonna do much. Okay, yes. Don't care. Probably need. Well, yeah, that one will be useful, and absolutely yes. So this. Three light anti-aircraft guns. Where would you even put them? I don't know. It doesn't matter. For a speed of 20, man, we probably should have just dropped this down to 18 and gotten the... But at the same time, the standards were 20 knots, so I kind of grumble about this. We're building this ship basically at, I mean, we built it earlier, right? 1913, that's ahead of the standards. Alright, I don't think it's going to be worth it. It's going to be so expensive. Okay, okay, I'll just try it. 4,000. 13,000. 13,200. Doesn't give us much weight, and what can we do with that weight anyway? 300 tons. Oh, well, we can get one more knot if we want to. Yeah, but I just don't really know what we do with it. I guess we can put a whole bunch of these on. We're almost at the limit. Yeah, that's... What the heck? Or why are these things here? they don't exist. There we go. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Oh, it's also going to take their monthly, their month build time up to a full year, which makes sense. So we won't do it. That was the final straw. Yeah, okay. Then that's the Fort Palmer upgrade. Only 3 months. Just do all of them. Hopefully get them back in time for any potential war. Aircraft carrier conversions. We're still waiting on that. The steel industry wants a strong navy. Stronger navy. I wonder why. Yeah, we'll do that. Good. New float plane. Oh my gosh. Please, just one. If I had to choose, it would be Russia. That would be fun. Yeah, and they have high tensions with Japan, so that's also kind of fun. You know, Austria-Hungary and France are close to going to war. That would be... that might help. Of course, we're also close to going to war with Great Britain, which would just be devastating. Those upgrades are done. 1918 on those. We don't need that. Yeah, you are the next step, I'm sure, but we need to just make sure, though, that these guys do have... See, they don't. Improved director is going to be very important. I think we should just... Ugh. What's going on here? I guess we'll lower this. Okay, there we go. 3 months. This is why, by the way, they made rounds per gun for the main guns take a full year to change, because they don't want people doing this. Changing the secondary rounds per gun to get tonnage back. But we're sneaking this one by. And I think that's what I want. This is basically just improved director and getting neutral buoyancy. Well, I'm sure it's not exactly fair to say neutral buoyancy, but we're getting it to the tonnage spec. Another one that wants different engines, but nope. Just get them back quickly. We need them. Japan, I don't really think that one matters. Carrier force. Aircraft carrying airships. Oh, good. That reminds me, I need to go to the float planes and do something about those. Alright, these new ones are just way better. Look at this one, 161. Of course, it's really only 90 when they're carrying torpedoes. Better toughness, better maneuverability. About equal on speed and range, though. It's a real toss-up between these two. 2 extra nautical miles, 1 extra mile per hour, or not. It's just pretty insignificant numbers. I think I honestly prefer the higher toughness and the higher maneuverability. Like 2 nautical miles, is that really going to make a difference? Probably not. Almost surely not. Okay, let's do it. Yes, almost surely yes. Oh, it's slower, less range. It's worse in every way. Well, take it back. It wasn't almost surely yes. Hopefully I wasn't looking at the wrong one. Top one was the one we're looking to buy, right? Alright, Alright, we can propose a new one. We can also get rid of you. And now we need... I still kind of think the new naval are... Well, let's get the fighter. Even though we have none. So, what's the point? But... maybe speed and reliability. Try that. Alright, did we get our guys down there? Yeah. And West Africa. What a pain. I kind of wish, just to make the game a little bit easier, that you could just say rebuild them and send them back down, and the game just wouldn't care that there was no foreign stations there for a little bit. Alright, let's just scrap these guys. If we're down on foreign stations, it doesn't look like we are, but if we were, I would just designate some of the other people as foreign station. And everybody is on active fleet. Okay. So that's a good sign. So we still want to see... These guys are the Caribbean, that's right. We need some new guys back before we can send anybody else there. Could just get the... Nah, leave these guys in Northern Europe. Good, good, good. Now we lost our holding in not Finland, but Norway. Who's holding Puerto Rico right now? Oh, wow. Spain. Not register with me that... Why saying Spain? Yeah, there's San Juan. That's funny. And you know what? Spain hasn't done anything this gameplay. I guess technically, wow, in Maine, huh? Like the US needs more oil. I mean, Japan hasn't done anything. Adventure. Another torpedo bomber. Um, 5.7. I think it is the best one. Ooh, the range. Never mind. Oh, the range. It looked good until the range. We're going to cancel. Okay, wow. Just in time. Crew are proficient. Sometimes. Oh my... Yeah, we cannot go to war with France. Damn it, anyhow. Like, mother effer. It's the only unholy alliance I don't want. Well, this makes our job a little bit easier. In fact, I guess it's fine that this happened, because with the second event, the first event sucks because they're going to have that alliance for a long-ass time. But the Russian one is fine. I mean, the second event to lower the tensions is good, because then we can go to war with Russia. Which means I hope everyone's ready in Northeast Asia. We got some vessels there. Russia has like a full-on force out there, including aircraft. How do they have 40 aircraft? I guess it must be from their air bases. By the way, what does it mean that I have an airplane tender that does not have an air? Are they not supposed to appear here? Light carriers appear. Maybe they just, I guess they're kind of just as like float planes only, so they don't need to have any management. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's actually nice. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. We did the right thing, really, dropping the intel on France. 90 and 66. Let's take a look at that. Okay, 86, 110. 105, 71. Did they just show us a floatplane scout? The US is just dumping information on my desk. Alright, the Ticonderoga battlecruiser. What do I think about this? Pretty good. Low. It definitely strikes me that the deck armor is low. 8 15-inch guns. This is it's a good looking ship basically. 31 knots for top speed. My goodness, that's fast. That is super fast. 6 3-inch dual purpose guns. That seems just ridiculous. Does have quite. We don't even have medium AA guns. I forgot about those. It's a good ship. This is a good ship. This is why I don't want to run into the Americans. They're only 15-inch guns. I mean, not that those are... they're still pretty potent. 14 6-inch guns. I don't know why they still have torpedo tubes. Their 15-inch guns are just much better. Setbacks on enhanced warhead explosives. Problems with reliable hydrostatic pistols. Alright, and our new floatplane has entered operational service, so... Do we want to can the top one? I think so. It doesn't have... What the hell? Why does my floatplane have the highest firepower value? Doesn't make any sense. It also has more range, which is, it's a pretty easy argument to make that is the most important attribute of a floatplane. So I guess we'll keep it around as a dual floatplane scout / fighter. I mean, it actually has equal firepower to my floatplane scout. And the naval patrol aircraft has more. I think they must treat this firepower as different turrets and all that, all combined. How else would that make sense? Alright, one more turn. Too few destroyers to protect our boat. Have they seen my Corvette list? 23 more destroyers? What the hell's wrong with these people? They don't have a brain in their head? Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. So a good place to call to a close here. Just leave things right on the edge. I think we're already mobilized, ready to go. And only one more year before the halberds are entering service. I think all of my ships now have... the Oktoberfest probably needs them. Improved director, and these desperately need them because they have nice 16-inch guns. Let's get these, just do it right away. Put director on the secondaries as well. Increased elevation, lots of things we actually have to do on this thing. But we can, I think, get that all done just like that, right? Yeah, all okay. Plenty of tonnage remaining, so you know what? We'll add a little bit of AA. Plenty of topside space. Okay, get those guys in and out ASAP. We'll have them back, you know, like probably 2 months into the war. But until the next episode, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.